everybody, and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I have returned to my home in the Lucky 38. I have retrieved my stuff from the chest in the Northern Passage, and I have organized my inventory to get rid of everything that I don't currently need. For example, I have put a bunch of stuff on my little display here. You know, stuff that is nice to look at, but that I don't really intend to use for myself. For example, we have the Desert Ranger combat helmet, which is the one that goes along with the outfit that I'm wearing. But I don't really intend to use the helmet. Honestly, I've grown kind of accustomed to the Barrett, and I honestly can't imagine Hera without that Barrett anymore. So I think I'm just going to continue to wear it, especially since it also has some nice perks. And then we have Chalk's Headdress, which is interesting, but again, I don't really intend to wear it. And since I'm running out of space here, I put Salt Upon Wounds helmet on the fridge over here. So I guess he's Salt Upon Fridge now, right? Right. Anyway, in addition to that, I also have a few weapons here that are neat to look at. We have Salt Upon Wounds Power Fist. We have the War Club that the dead horses use, and we have She's Embrace, which is the paw of Yaguai. So yeah, these are my souvenirs for Zion Valley, and in addition to that, I also got a bunch of interesting apparels, but I guess I'm going to stick to the one that I'm wearing. We have Joshua Graham's armor, which is actually kind of neat. I do like how it looks like. It's a light armor, so it doesn't have quite as much armor as the Desert Ranger outfit. On the other side, it doesn't weigh as much, so I don't know. This might be a worthwhile trade-off. And we have Daniel's outfit, which is interesting, but I'm probably not going to wear it. Maybe I will give these outfits to some companion at some point, because, you know, they're kind of special. And I think that's it. We have Daniel's hat, which goes along with the outfit. And I guess I don't really have to carry these with me now, so I'm going to leave behind the apparels that I don't need. Don't really need the naughty nightwear at the moment. I will keep this in case I want to increase my barter. And oh, I forgot to put on my armor. Right, so now that I'm done with this and I have a nice empty inventory again, I guess it's time to, you know, continue with our stuff. And as I mentioned before, the first thing that I want to do is, you know, get new companions. I mean, all my companions are currently here at the Lucky 38. There's Veronica, and I have not forgotten about you. I know you want to go to Vault 22. And I kind of know what's going to await me in Vault 22 now. I'm going to assume there's going to be a lot of plants that are trying to kill us. There's Arcade, again, I will take him back into my party at some point. And there's Edie. I mean, Edie already has finished its personal mission, so I guess Edie can stay behind for a while. And yeah, I hope that once I get Arcade into my party, he will give me a personal mission as well. And yes, there's still Boone. He's somewhere back in Novak and is being broody, I guess. But I will, you know, collect him and put him into my team at some point too. But now, let's leave. We need some new companions. And I guess the ones that I'm going to pick up are Rex and, what's her name? Cassidy. Because they've been waiting for a while. And then I'm just going to go off and explore. I'm not really trying to do any particular quest today. I just want to, you know, visit some of the areas that I haven't visited so far. I may want to do that one quest where I'm supposed to do photos of various signs for Michelangelo. But most of them are in places I've already been to, so it's not really exploring anything new. But yeah, let's start by picking up Rex. I guess it would make sense that once we have Rex in our party that we make our way to that doctor, mechanic, who might be able to help him. But first of all, we need to have him in our party. Alright, Rex. Is it going to be a problem that I'm wearing a beret? Because I kind of would like to keep it and don't take it off. Yeah, I think we should travel together. Okay, apparently he's quite willing to join me even if I'm wearing a hat. Rex has given you the search and mark perk. That sounds interesting. I wish I knew what it was. But okay, now I have a, well, partially robo-dog. I guess it's actually an actual dog. It's just a cybernetic dog for like 50% of its body. But okay, can I have a quick look at your menu? Okay, it's basically just, as we know, Rex can carry inventory. And can I talk to you? Well, not really. I'm still working on getting you fixed. Right. We still have quite a way to go in order to do this. I think it was all the way over here, Jacobstown. So that's going to take me a while. Also, that can go away. Now, we need a human companion as well, and there's one waiting for us at the Mojave outpost, so let's fast travel. And let's ask her to join us. I mean, we sold her caravan, her non-existent caravan, so there isn't really anything that's keeping her here, right? That's my hope anyway. Alright, Cassidy, I'm back again. So, how about we start traveling now?
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind?
Right, I think I had to use this option to make her join me.
That's the question I've been asking myself. No idea. Maybe head back west? Though the idea of heading back there with my tail between my legs isn't appealing.
There's other places to go. You could come with me. Exactly. I have an opening in my team, so you are free to join.
Go with you? And why the hell would I do that?
Why not? I could use someone who knows the roads. Stay here and you know exactly what's going to happen day in, day out. Yeah, come on, it's gotta be kind of boring to be here at the same spot, at the same chair, drinking the same drinks all the time. Do you really want to stay in the shithole? Which is basically the same as this, just phrased differently.
So fighting boredom is your argument, huh?
Exactly.
Walking the Mojave with you can't be any worse than here, that's for sure. All right, I'm in.
Well, I guess it was kind of a weak argument by saying, you know, you can come with me because staying here is boring. It's still better than that. But it's kind of true.
The ranger vets are on the way from Baja. Never seen one before.
Right, we are a caravan of two now and a dog. So, let's maybe go outside and I suppose I can try to talk to you, huh? Let's see.
Let's distribute the weight.
She has some bottle caps and an empty whiskey bottle. That's all she has in inventory. That's kind of sad. But yeah, maybe I can ask you a few questions. How about that?
Well, now that I'm free of the outpost, was wondering if you'd mind making a detour. I'd like to pay my respects to the end of Cassidy Caravans. check out the site where they died.
Sure, I guess we can arrange that. Where exactly do I have to go for that?
Upside of Vegas, here, Tal. Trapped at the Mojave outpost. So I wasn't able to run there when I heard. Been weeks since it was hit. So the site's probably a Cazador nest by now.
Oh, great, I love Cazador. But sure, we can certainly do that. So how did you catch word of it?
Got word back on what happened from Rangers. Guess they found enough in the wreckage to identify it.
And do you think there's anything left?
Only wishful thinking on my part, most likely. At the least, I'd like to pay my respects. I got them into this mess. I owe them that much.
Okay, well, sure. Let's go and check out that site.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Some of the caravan might be ash, but we were expecting raiders and over-inquisitive NCR border guards. There might be something left. If I'm there with you, shouldn't be hard to spot. And I'd prefer to see the bodies with my own eyes.
All right, fair enough. And yeah, I have more questions.
Ask them then.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a lot of questions, actually. Can you tell me anything about this platinum chip? Well, I kinda know what it does, but sure, let's ask it anyway.
Well, no idea why your friend Mr. House wants it, but I'm guessing it's not for the caps.
It's not. It's most certainly not.
Ask him then.
Where'd you get that pendant? Oh, I see. She has a pendant around her neck.
Gift for my dad, along with my name. Rose of Sharon Cassidy. Mom said he got the name out of some old world book about dirt pilgrims. Name sure sounds sweet, though. Anyway, pendant's a little rose. Originally thought it was one of Mom's tribal necklaces, but no. Came from Dad.
Okay, so your mother was a tribal?
You know, like one of the tribes from the east. We got 'em out west, too. NCR's herding them up, though, domesticating them. Mom was from east of the Colorado, though. Not sure what tribe. Was before the time Caesar rounded them up, made them legion. She walked a hell of a way until she crossed paths with my dad, and he convinced her to stop walking. And lucky for me, he was a horny old bastard.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Didn't ask Mom to elaborate. Never heard her complain about his bedroom behavior. Only complain he wasn't around to do it no more.
Well, in that case, it must have been good. So, tell me about your dad.
Not much to tell. He ended up walking east one day when I was young and never came back. Not a family deserter like some, though. Mom died waiting for him, and she had me to raise. She was sick, but she held off dying until I was old enough to be getting into trouble with the boys. As for Dad, I figure he just got himself lost or dead. Happens. And I'm not all boo-hoo about it, so save your glass for someone who's crying.
Okay, so you don't really care. So any idea why he went east?
Not a clue. When he left, I was too in my crib to understand why, and around the time Mom passed, I was too into my teens to listen. Got his name, got this pendant, and that's about it.
All right, fair enough. So, where did you learn to shoot?
Short of caps is what taught me mostly. Ammo's expensive, so I learned to make every shot count. And here tell my dad was a crack shot, so I don't want to dirty the family name. Not out of pride. Respect.
Okay. And where did you learn to handle dynamite?
Dynamite's for when you don't have enough bullets, want to clear a pass or scare off geckos from a caravan. Some of Twister's out of the divide can block off a pass in no time, so you learn how to handle powder so you don't get trapped somewhere. Any event, I prefer shooting if it comes down to an argument. Don't worry, I'll carry my weight if a disagreement arises.
Yeah, I prefer shooting too, but it's nice that you know how to handle dynamite, because I'm not so great with explosives. Any other weapons you know how to use? Such as?
What, you mean like spears?
Oh.
No, none of that. Mom was a tribal, but
Okay.
she didn't teach me anything like that.
Okay, just asking. And I'm pretty sure I had
Ask him then.
a lot more questions. You any good in a fight? Well, apparently she can shoot and she can throw dynamite, so that's something already.
I'm fair with checking dynamite, not bad with a pistol, if I do say so myself. Carry a knife too, but that's more for practical reasons. Prefer settling things with my fists, though. Made more friends than corpses in bar fights. Plan on keeping it that way. Don't think I'm some kind of Vault City pacifist, though. If things get heated, I'll start shooting. Trust me.
That's fine with me. Yeah, I have more questions.
Ask 'em then.
Is whiskey your drink of choice? Is it really a choice, or do you just take whatever is available?
Not sure if I chose it or it chose me. Dad ran a bar a long time ago, and it was a labor of love, Mom said. Didn't sound like it made her happy. Still, I'm guessing I got some of Dad's love of whiskey in me because the burn suits me fine. Used to call me Whiskey Rose back west, before I punched enough people, so now they say it. But quiet, and when I'm not around.
Whiskey Rose is an interesting nickname.
Yeah, on account of my name. And the blossoms on my cheeks when I drink too much. Won most of those fights, too. Can take a hell of a punch and give it right back when I've got a bottle in me. It's all in how you drink it, though. There's a trick to it. When we pass the bottle, I'll show you how it's done.
There's a trick to drinking whiskey. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Where do you usually go to drink? Well, apparently in this very bar over here, huh?
There's usually a bar in every stop along the road. Helps me sleep. Well, not really, but I tell myself that. Sometimes I have to brew it myself if I'm too far from a bar. Not quality, but I'm for anything that takes the edge off the day.
You make your own alcohol to take the edge off. That sounds very alcoholic. So you can make moonshine, huh?
Yeah. What else are you gonna do with an empty bottle? Wait for it to refill itself? Get me some ingredients out of the Mojave, an empty bottle, a little time, and I'll keep us stocked.
Okay, that's interesting. Oh, she actually gave me a recipe. So, maize, 2 mud fruits, yeast, and a fission battery. Yeah, I'm not sure if I really want to drink your whiskey if it includes fission batteries.
All right, then.
If it includes a fission battery. But I do have more questions for you. Don't just shut me off.
Careful where you flash that chip of yours. Not sure what kind of caps it's worth, but it's a tempting target.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's pretty useless now. I mean, it has done what it was supposed to be used for, opening the underground vault in the Legion camp, so now it's kind of useless.
Ask him then.
Let's see. How'd you get started in the caravan business?
Started? Took to it like a fish to water. Well, if you know what a fish is.
Yes, I'm familiar. Do you know what a fish is? Do you really need Intelligence 7 to know what a fish is? I mean, I realize this is a desert and there's not a lot of fish around, but there are fish around. There's a Colorado and Lake Mead, and I've seen fish in the water. So, it shouldn't be that strange of a concept. But still, let's use the intelligence option.
Well, of course I do. It's this slimy, scaled thing. Like a lake lurk, except no legs. Well, most times. They're like birds, except they stay underwater. Anyway, I've seen pictures. One guy even had one above his bar in Reading, except it was made of pre-war plastic.
Okay.
He used to say it could sing, but I figured he was on a jet rush.
So, fish are basically underwater birds. Okay, but birds usually have legs, you know? Anyway, so you just started in the caravan.
Actually, it sort of fell on me. My feet get antsy if I stay in one place, like the Mojave outpost. It's driving me crazy, that feeling of being trapped there. So, thanks for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, you have traveled a lot already?
Yeah. West, east, and passed through places enough times people would sometimes pay me some caps to take something to the next town.
That sounds a lot like a courier.
Well, not as glamorous, I guess. Roads back west were safer in most places. Most. Anyway, occurred to me I could scratch the traveling itch and get paid for it. Cassidy caravans formed around me. Rest is history.
All right, thanks for that story, but I have more questions.
Ask 'em then.
How's caravan life in the Mojave? Yes, let's continue with that topic.
Well, I'm not one for soft living. Or soft men, let me tell you. I'm guessing neither are you.
Chez la femme. That's rarely an issue. Does this mean to imply that I'm actually into girls? Soft men don't stay that way around me, I've found. Not sure I understand your answer. I don't know. I haven't really met a lot of soft men so far, and none of them stayed around me for a long time. But I guess this is a pretty harsh world, so I can understand that, most men that walk the desert with a courier tend to roughen up a little bit.
Well, don't let the soldiers drink too much, and I'd agree with you most time. Fucking whiskey dicks. My point before is that you know the Mojave, and it's a hard place.
And caravans life the same way. I guess so. It's probably pretty similar, huh?
The caravan fighting here in the Mojave, it's been downright brutal. The amount of caravan space you reserve for ammo alone. And if it's not raiders, powder gangers, it's NCR tolls. They need to get the money from somewhere, even if it's Vegas bound.
So you deal mostly with NCR?
Anyone wise does. Vegas families pay on time, from what I've heard. Even the Emeritus. The white gloves pay on time, but they're creepy.
They are.
Deal with anyone else, though. You're taking a big risk.
And what about Caesar's Legion?
The Legion? What about them? I don't trade caps or supply anyone who keeps slaves and treats women like Brahmin in those camps of theirs.
Right. All right, just asking. Well, I do agree with you. Do they deal with any caravans at all? Well, we have met that one trader at their camp, so apparently they do.
There's some caravans that deal with the Legion, yes. And as much as it pains me to say it, any caravan marked by the Legion is safe as houses. They guard their roads, their supply lines. Even fiends would hesitate before going after any trader dealing with Legion.
You sound frustrated. Well, I guess because her caravan got attacked?
I am. If NCR took the same stand and committed patrols to the roads, then I'd think that'd solve a lot of their problems right there. But they don't. Caravans get butchered in the Mojave all the time, like mine. And so fucking close to Vegas you could see it from the wall.
Well, I've heard that the problem of the NCR is that they're stretched too thin and they expand too quickly, so I guess they don't have enough manpower to patrol all the roads. There must be good parts to the Republic. NCR sounds like it has a lot to answer for. Well, I'm sure there are good parts to the Republic.
NCR tries. It's just that trying doesn't mean a whole lot when you're paying your respects to the dead. And Legion, from what I've heard, they don't do the stop tolls on the roads or in the outposts like some NCR quartermasters do. You're lucky if you turn a profit sometimes if some new officer gets assigned a route. The fees just get worse.
So, are there any other differences between Legion and NCR? I'm pretty sure there are.
Much as I hate the Legion, caravan life would be a hell of a lot easier if they ran the roads. Well, as long as those companies were run by men.
Right.
And that's the biggest issue I see. And it's a shame. But I think there's people on the NCR side who feel more strongly than I do.
What do you mean by that?
Some caravans deal with the Legion now because the security. If towns could get the same protection, a lot more tempting than you'd think. A bunch of people would be willing to side with the Legion to not have to worry about fiends and boomers and powder ganger attacks. It's not hard for some folks to sell freedom when the alternative is worse. Especially if being with NCR is going to get you on a Legion cross.
Well, I haven't really met a lot of people so far who said that they would prefer the Legion over the NCR. But I mean, the Legion is basically an authoritarian military dictatorship, so if I would expect them to get anything right, it's security. I mean, if they can't even get that right, then what are they good for? Anyway, I had more questions.
Ask them then.
what do you think of the NCR? Well, I've already heard a little bit of that, but let's continue to ask.
NCR's my country, and I support it. Anyone who says otherwise, I'll feed them my knee.
Okay.
I know which side of the firing line I'm on in the Mojave, just so you know.
But there's a button there, and I can almost see what the but is going to be. It's about a lack of security and corruption. You know, the commanders asking for tolls and stuff.
Yeah, there is. I'm not some blind, flag-saluting, do-as-they-will NCR lover. They're family. But let me tell you what family means. You ever had a brother? Some dumbass younger brother, say, who knocked up the pastor's daughter, can't hold a job, and is home away as a jail cell?
No, I haven't.
That's NCR. Their compass is spinning all the time.
So you think they lack direction?
They try to put their stake in everything they see. Nobody's dick's that long. Not even Long Dick Johnson, and he had a fucking long dick. Thus the name.
I see. So basically it's again about the fact that they are stretching too thin and they want too much at a time. But yeah, I understand your metaphor. It's fine. You don't have to explain it.
So NCR tries to hold on to everything. They can't, because it's too big for them to get their arms around. They can't guard the roads. They can't put a line of troops around the Mojave. It's just greed that makes the heads back west even try.
And so the Mojave suffers for it.
Aside from the people in the towns, it's the soldiers that suffer for it most. Ever seen NCR troops asked to go after gangs at 3-to-1 odds? That bear flag doesn't make them bulletproof.
Certainly doesn't.
And when those gangs were caused by NCR in the first place, like the powder gangers, Caesar on a crutch. Don't get me started there.
And, what would be your alternative?
Look, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want the Brotherhood, or the Followers, or the Vegas families running the Mojave. All of them are a different kind of fuck-up. NCR just has some shaping up to do. Maybe Caesar kicking them in the nuts is a nice wake-up call, is all I'm saying. I just wish Caesar would kick the heads of NCR, not the feet. I've fucked a soldier in my time. They don't need to get fucked by their orders.
Yeah, but you know, if there wasn't the threat of Caesar all the time, then maybe the NCR could use more of their troops to actually guard the interior of, you know, their territory and provide more security on the roads. So having all these soldiers waiting at Hoover Dam for an attack is probably not going to help the security on the inside. Then again, if it wasn't for the Legion, they might just, you know, try to expand even further. And so in that case, it would be a whole different problem. Yeah, I guess I had other questions.
Ask them then.
So what can you tell me about New Vegas?
Much as anyone else. Cazador trap. You fly in, the city sucks a pint out of you, then you're out on the street. NCR makes a habit of going there and dumping cash. Only the Strip gets fat off it. Couldn't tell you much more than that. Not really one for New Vegas when there's enough dumpwater bars in the Mojave to last me.
So you don't really like New Vegas either, I see.
Ask him then.
What about Mr. House?
Not much. And I haven't had occasion to look for anything more than that. I've heard what most people know. He's said to run New Vegas. He runs the robots. But, well, no one's really seen him. Well, except you, that is.
Yeah, I have seen him and I'm not really any smarter than before. He might be a robot, but my guess is that it used to be a human and that he got somehow implanted into a computer, like his secretary.
Ask him then.
Can you make me some of your moonshine? Oh, I can still ask her to make the stuff for me, but maybe not today. Let's just move on. We've been talking for quite some time, so let's start traveling.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So, we have a completely new company here, and now I have to decide where we want to go. We have that one spot down here, but maybe that's not important. Now, my idea is that maybe I'm going to start in Sloan, which is the furthest on this road that I've been to. And then I'm going to make up my way this road to Jacobstown. Because this is basically a huge area where I haven't really explored anything yet. So it feels like a good place to start my explorations. And we have the stuff over here too. Black Mountain, NCR Ranger Safe House. So yeah, let's maybe just fast travel to Sloan. And then we're going to travel northwards into unexplored territory. And then we will do whatever, you know, we come across. Alright, so now we're in Sloan, and oh, right, Snuffles. How are you doing, Snuffles? I remember treating your wound. Well, Snuffles seem to be fine. Okay, so here's the road. And I remember the reason why I was not supposed to take this road to begin with, but take the long way around here. Was because that this road is supposed to be very dangerous, so I guess we gotta be careful here. I'm going to assume it has something to do with Deathclaws, because there's that one quest over here where I'm supposed to kill Deathclaws in the quarry. But I guess that quest can wait a while longer. Yeah, I see some movement. Like something's over here. So we definitely do have Deathclaws here. I mean, I'm a little bit higher in level now than I was last time I encountered one of them. Let's see.
Time for some
Lord of Death. Alright, that's one of them down. Actually, there's quite a few dead Deathclaws over here already. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I see. Someone else has been fighting them, and apparently the Powder Ganger didn't make it. Anyway, I can see another one down here. So yeah, I can see what they mean with dangerous road. I should probably start making a few saves here. I'm not sure if I can actually shoot it from this range. Afraid I have to go a little bit closer. Okay, well now it's coming. Alright. It takes quite a few hits until they go down. Ooh yeah, I see even more of them over here. They're not on my compass yet, but I've seen them moving. So again, let's try to sneak up on them. And oh yeah, it's a lot of them. That is potentially a problem. I mean, I can deal with one or two of them, but so many at once is potentially problematic. Especially since I remember them
pissing him off.
Dealing quite a bit of damage. Oh, well, there's another one. Yeah, look at how quick they are. I should make sure that I'm well healed. Because I can kill you in just a few hits. And now I have to reload. That is extra problematic.
Start this.
Alright, well. Is that all of them? don't see anymore on my compass. Alright. Seems to be all of them for the time being. But yeah, they are dangerous. They are very dangerous. Also, Rex, are you fine? I wasn't sure if they actually got you. Okay, let's keep going. And, oh, well, there's another one. Actually, at least 2 of them. Alright. Yes, this is a very dangerous road.
Time for some scanning. Might as well be shooting blanks.
I think we're doing fine, sort of. Oh no, there's 2 more of them. I mean, surely there must be a nest around here. Alright, this one is getting far too close.
All pistons here.
Oh, hang on, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright. And there's yet another one. Yeah, sure. And I have to take another stim back here. Just to make sure that I don't die. Oh boy. Oh boy. I knew the road was dangerous. I didn't expect it to be this dangerous, to be honest. Already used up half of the ammo for this place. Oh, and a random scorpion wants to get some action as well. But yeah, I guess this is specifically designed to prevent you from going this way early in the game. I mean, it's even pretty difficult to go here at this point in the game. Also, gotta need more stim packs, and I guess I'll take one of these 2. So where exactly am I now in relation to the rest of the map? Okay, I made it a little bit further north. Would be nice if there was like a landmark here that I can use to fast travel the next time. For example, what about this building over here? Surely that's gotta be a landmark. It is. Junction 15 railway station. So, what do we got here? Well, it's locked, so nothing really important. All of this is empty. But at least it is a landmark that I can use as a fast travel spot.
I might as well be shooting blanks.
Oh, do we have another one? Yep, we have another one coming. Alright. Oh, you already took care of it. Whoa! What the hell did just happen? You were really angry with that, Deathclaw, huh? And there's another one in the desert, but guess we don't have to go after it. Well, apparently my companions disagree. So, can you take care of this one, or do you need my help? Well, actually, they mostly took care of it themselves. I mean, if it's only one Deathclaw, it's not really that big of a deal, but once they attack in groups, it's getting a little bit dangerous. Okay, now let's see. This is back to the Repcon headquarters. Oh, I see. Cassidy Caravan's wreckage is actually not too far away. So maybe I actually want to visit that place first. Also, there's this long and winding road up to the Black Mountain, but maybe that can wait for another time. What's going on over there? Someone has been shooting. It wasn't us. What's going on there? Is this more death claws? No, they don't look like death claws. They look like geckos, but a different kind of gecko. Not what I'm used to. Fire gecko, okay. Oh, that is definitely something new.
This bitch.
They have spikes. So far, none of the geckos I've seen have spikes, I believe. Oh, and I guess the powder ganger has been fighting them, but then he got killed. Well, I see why this region is supposed to be dangerous. There's actually quite a lot of dangerous creatures. Hunter's farmhouse. Does anyone actually live inside here? Oh, I need to start collecting the pre-war books so I can turn them into journals. All of this seems to be empty. Oh, but we have bottle caps, including at least one star bottle cap. Although I never really got anywhere with that quest. I guess it is a quest, collecting the star bottles. I'm not sure if you have to collect like a specific
Keeping quiet.
amount of star bottle caps so that it actually does anything. How am I doing in terms of limb health, by the way? Yeah, maybe I should actually make use of this bed and sleep for a few hours to heal up again. Alright. And, well, not really seeing anything else too interesting around here. Well, but I will take your stuff, I suppose. Especially since I just used up so much ammo. Killing all these death claws. I guess I should start collecting new ammo. Right, so let's see. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to head towards this destination and take care of, oh, Cassidy's caravan, paying our respects. But let's go back to the road. At least it looks like there's no more death claws in the vicinity, as far as I can tell. Oh, and I am totally going in the wrong direction. Anyway, actually, I think it might be a good time to end this episode. And we will continue in the next one. And I suppose we will start by looking for Cassidy's caravan in the next episode. But for now, let's end this video. So as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.